I'm going to teach you how you can use your local media to become a celebrity in your own hometown. Everywhere we go, we hear about the fake news, we hear the problems with news. I personally haven't watched the news in over 15 years, but one thing I know is that I need to brand myself as the market expert in the real estate field. Here in my area, there's over 20,000 agents in my state alone, and so it can be a little bit difficult to stand out in that kind of a crowd. So what I've done is I've learned how to work with the local media, and one thing that I've learned is that the media is always looking for a good story, and they'll do things to help you to get a good story. So I've thought of ways to be creative, ways to go out of my way and to make sure that there's a story to be told behind it. So for example, I'm going to show you here on the screen. This was when a couple months ago, a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, in fact, coming up next month, I was down at this place called Lake Powell. And I was on a houseboat trip with a bunch of my friends. And as we were driving back to the marina, my boat started to sink. And immediately, I thought to myself, okay, this is really bad. I need to make sure everyone gets off this boat. But second thing I thought was I need to record this because this is going to make for a good story later. Well, I'll show you the video here real quick of what happened next. And long story short, as this started to happen, again, it blew up in the media. So here's the video real quick, and then I'll tell you how we did this. The Coast Guard's bringing a pump. It's not bilging out, so they're coming to fix this with a pump first.
I don't know what you're talking about. The boat sinking?
I think we're okay, but yes.
Oh my gosh.
How is this even happening? The Coast Guard's following us, right? Did we find the life jackets?
Going out to get entourage.
Oh, good. Help, can you just hold that door the rest of the time? Hold that door.
I haven't got out.
We're straight up
but maybe with the trash.
Shit!
What the hell? Unbelievable. Jimmy, I'm in the field here.
This is my Vietnam. Not sure what's going on exactly. We just started driving out, but as you can see, we've taken on a little bit of water here. And as the captain, this thing goes down, I'm going with it, damn it.
CK Lake Powell, Jimmy Rex.
I don't think it's supposed to be doing that.
He's asked to make sure everyone's doing the right.
Yeah.
Here we go. These guys are helping out.
Oh my goodness, it's literally going down with the boat. Oh no, all my stuff's on there. It's literally a video of a boat.
All right, so you've seen the video. So long story short, it was not good. We did end up saving the houseboat for the record. I posted this video on my Facebook and immediately it just blew up, went viral. Mike Tyson shared, it's got over 150 million views now. But that first week that it happened, my local media, the story was huge. I was getting hit up by all these different news stations that wanted to carry the story. And so what I told each of them, I said, look, you guys make people look stupid. I don't want to come tell the story unless you let me talk about how I want to be perceived. And I said, you have to refer to me as real estate expert Jimmy Rex. Now think about that. You get your local media to be talking and calling you real estate expert Jimmy Rex. All these articles, all these news stories, every single one of them, real estate expert Jimmy Rex, real estate expert Jimmy Rex. They brand me. They didn't even do any research. They don't care. They just wanted to get the story. So that's one way that you can actually use the media to your advantage. This happened a couple months after that. We were throwing a pool party, and I happened to be friends with some of the Utah Jazz players, the local NBA team here in Utah. And we threw this party, and a story leaked that Donovan Mitchell had crashed the barbecue and crashed the party. And so the news wanted to carry this story because it was kind of cool that Donovan Mitchell just randomly stopped by our party or whatever else. Same thing. I told them, I said, look, I'll give you the story. It was my party, but if you want the story, you have to refer to me as real estate expert Jimmy Rex. You can see again, they had no problem calling me real estate expert Jimmy Rex. I've done this probably about 7 or 8 different times. And so what I'm telling you is look for opportunities in your area. Call your local newspapers. Look for stories that are getting popular. Anytime you see a story that's starting to kind of take fire, find a way to get involved in the story. You can use that to your advantage. There's no better branding. This is how Donald Trump won the White House. They estimate that he had over $3 billion worth of free marketing from the media, from the news, just because they always carried his stories because he had the ratings. So find the stories in your area that are getting the ratings, figure out how to be a part of the story, or if you see something happening crazy in your own life, start recording it, make it the story, and you can use this to your advantage. Well, I got tens of thousands of dollars worth of free marketing, and every single person in my marketplace saw me branded by the local news, who still gets some credibility, as the local real estate expert. That's my little tip for today, how to work with your local media.